Hello, this is Intuitive Anna Priscilla, and today I don't know about you, but I just feel like the world is really crazy, and I need some guidance, and we all need some guidance as to how to find a place of peace. Historically, of course, life on Earth has been always been crazy. All you have to do is read history to understand that, and the human struggle is always the same. But it seems that the time we're living in now, it's just exaggerated because of our internet, our continual bombardment with all kinds of information, true and untrue, the cult of the ego, the culture of greed, just our whole detachment from our soul. So at times like this, I think it's really a wonderful idea to ask for guidance from some higher beings, some higher intelligence, and give us a path to maybe finding some peace in this crazy journey. So, of course, religions and different spiritual traditions have always addressed these issues. Unfortunately, religion has often been the source of conflict and war. So I think it's coming to the point where we individually have to find that quiet place within ourselves and find our link with the divine, or our souls, find our souls again. So today I thought I would do a reading with Kyle Gray's Keeper of the Light Oracle cards. And this is a collection of different ascended masters, spiritual beings, spiritual teachers, inspirational beings who can give us some guidance from a higher point of view. So it's not tied to one religion, one culture, one time frame. This is a collection of all kinds of keepers of the wisdom, keepers of light. And we just need a little light right now in this crazy world of ours. So I'm going to do this as you pick your choice. So I've laid out 3 cards here. So I'm going to start this with my bell. I think we need to clear the air, clear the energy, get some of this negative, stagnant energy away from us, and also call the spirits to be with us, to guide us. So right now I'd really like you just to close your eyes for a few minutes and just do some few deep breaths. And as you exhale, just let go of all the stuff you're carrying around. We're all just carrying stuff around all the time. Just take a moment just to be. Try to switch off your mind. Maybe find a quiet place in your heart where you can just sit for a minute. When you're ready, I want you to open your eyes, and I want you to look at these 3 cards here. And I want you to find the card that you're most drawn to. I've used clear quartz crystals for this reading because they're so clear and cleansing and true. They aren't clouded. They're just pure light. So you can see I have quartz crystals on all the cards here. And my quartz crystal ball, beautiful twin quartz crystal, and my quartz crystal wand, which I just love. So if you have any crystals around you, you might also want to find them, particularly quartz crystals, for this exercise. And maybe sit with them after we do this meditation, this awareness opening exercise with these cards. Sit with them, and if you're meditating, just look at the clearness of the quartz and try to echo that in your mind and in your soul. So let's move to the first card. So we've got our crystal here. I'm going to put it up here. Let's see what this first card is. Oh, that's interesting. We have White Eagle, the ancestor spirit. So White Eagle was a very well-known guide in the Victorian period. A lot of mediums used him. But he's also come to give us the message that we need to follow our ancestors. We need to go back in our lineage, find our roots, find where we came from, connect to your lineage. A family womb or pattern can be healed. So this is individually. We need to go back. This gives you a great feeling of security and belonging. I recently was able to go to Ireland and trace some of my ancestors and see streets they had walked. And it was a most profound experience. If you're not able to physically do this, you could also go online and look at some photos from the countries that your ancestors came from. You can also look at our history of our nation. Trace your American lineage or whatever nation you're in, your French lineage, your German lineage. Find your roots, because I think we've all lost our roots. We've all lost our sense of belonging. We're just wandering around on this planet in this crazy world where everybody's this kind of discarnate spirit. Finding where you belong is a huge part of finding peace. It's a huge part of finding out who you are in this crazy world. This card could also be suggesting that maybe you try to connect with some of your loved ones who have passed over. There's some wonderful classes and books out there about connecting with your loved ones. And certain readers can do mediumistic readers, great mediums. There are great trained mediums out there who can help you facilitate this. So this is a card. If you chose this, you may be longing to find your true spiritual home. It could be a spiritual tradition that you've forgotten or that you started and you left that path. Maybe you need to go back to that. So White Eagle is telling you to follow your ancestor spirit and all the levels of what that means. It may also be to realize that we are part of one big universal cosmic family. You know, the Indians recently landed on the moon. We forget. We get so focused on this planet. We forget we're part of a bigger cosmic family. So explore some of this, meditate, sit with it a little bit. You can always just sit and ask, show me my ancestral path. Or what do I need to know from my ancestors? Or what can my ancestors teach me? White Eagle is here to remind you that finding peace within is also finding your place in the scheme of things. Thank you, White Eagle. So let's pick card number 2. If you picked card number 2, let's see who has wisdom for you. Kali Ma, facing fear. So Kali is the Hindu goddess of death and rebirth. So she dances with the cycles of life. She's the one who helps you to transcend your fear and to move beyond the limitations of where you are. Let's see what it says on the card. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar, facing fear. So for you, if you chose this, finding peace may be facing your fear. Maybe your fear is keeping you away from peace. Maybe you love your fear. Maybe your fear is holding you in this place where you feel miserable but comfortable. Dancing with death can be most liberating. Anyone who's had a near-death experience will tell you, and I've had several myself, that this life is the only dance there is, and it is so precious, and so every moment is such a jewel and such a gift and such a blessing, that once you look death in the face, you learn to dance with life. And this is Kali Ma's message as well. So not only your fear of death, but your fear of change, your fear of losing, everything's an illusion. We hold on to things like they're just something solid, but everything will eventually slip through your hands. So while you're in this moment, be in the moment. Don't be afraid to live your life. And don't be afraid to let go of things. I resisted for many years, making huge changes in my life that I've made recently, and it's liberated me. And you'll know when it's time. There's time when it's time to go on, to let go, to move forward, and to dance with Kali. Kali is the biggest blessing in disguise, because you can't grow until you let go of those things that are holding you back. So if you're looking for peace, death may be the peace that you're looking for. Of course, figurative death. She may release you. She may release the things that are holding you back. She will help you to move forward into the light. So Kali is here if you chose this card to tell you, face your fear, soar towards the light. Look into her eyes. She'll take you on the dance of life and death. And once you dance with her, every moment of life will be lived so much more intensely, because you'll be living the truth for you, the path that you need to follow. So thank you, Kali, for helping us liberate ourselves from our fears and for introducing us to the dance of life. And again, this is another card related to death and passing through life, passing over. So again, this might be a card for you also, who picked this card, to remind you that you can be in touch with those who've passed over, and they can tell you that there is a life on the other side. And this is a great liberator as well. Life carries on, energy carries on. Our physical bodies go, but there is an endless dance, energetic dance that's going on in the universe that we're part of. So thank you, Kali Ma. All right, let's go to our third card. So if you chose this card, oh, you got one of my lovely favorites, Mother Mary. Every time I've been in trouble in life, the Beatles song "Let It Be" comes flooding into my heart. You know, when you're in times of trouble, Mother Mary says to me, listen to words of wisdom, let it be. So Mary is the bringer of peace, lover and peace. She's the mother, the cosmic mother, who's always there for you, who will love you no matter what, and who shows you how to love. Since moving to the Southwest, I fell in love with Our Lady of Guadalupe, who's the Virgin Mary, the goddess of this part of the world. And just this loving, all-encompassing, healing energy of Mary is something that if you are feeling lost and unloved and unwashed, Mary will always come to you and take you in her arms and heal you. She's the mother of us all. And if you're not a Christian, Mother Mary is the goddess, the female energy of love and compassion and healing in the universe. So you don't have to be a Christian to love Mother Mary. Mary is all of our mothers. So let's see what it says on here. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. So if you don't have a great relationship with your mother, or as a mother you feel that you have somehow failed, or that you're somehow alienated from your children or your family, Mother Mary will come to you. In the Catholic religion, we have the rosary. In Buddhism, there's prayer beads. So you can say your prayers to Mother Mary at any time. The roses here are interesting because those are the symbol for Our Lady of Guadalupe. So Mary is the heart of love. She's the yin force, as maybe with Jesus' yang. She's the goddess, the all-embracing, all-loving goddess. So if you're looking for peace and you find yourself unloved, unable to love, or just lost and you need a mom, call on Mother Mary. She's always there for you. You can even find a little statue of the Mother, the Holy Mother, or a goddess statue, and find Mom, Mother Mary, Mother of all beings, the Goddess Mother. She's the most comforting, nurturing, loving force in the universe. So if you're looking for peace and you chose this card, find the Goddess, go to the Goddess, ask her to take you in her arms, and she will help you find peace and love and healing. So thank you, Mary. So there you are. There is our consult with 3 wonderful spiritual beings, spiritual forces of the universe. So the name of this video, this reading, was How Do I Find Peace in This Crazy World? Well, sometimes you just need to go to the higher source. You need to go to someone smarter than you. It's easy to get sucked into ego and conflict and duality. There are these voices that you can find in the wilderness, the keepers of the light, as Kyle Gregg calls them. And they can give you infinite, beautiful, consoling wisdom and give you, show you a pathway to finding what you're looking for. So if you would like to work more with this deck, and I would totally recommend it, this is the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards by Kyle Gray. As you can see, the artwork is just stunning. The eyes, just look at the eyes. The eyes see right through you. You can sit with one of these cards and just meditate, and they will speak volumes to you. So you don't even need to pull them blindly. You can just go through your deck daily and just pick a card that you feel drawn to and get the message. So this is a beautiful deck of many, many, many cards, many, many spiritual teachers at your fingertips. So thank you for listening. I hope that was a little bit of a blessing. I think we all need it. It just seems like everything is crazy. So I'm going to ring my bell to say thank you to our spirits, to our guides, and to close this reading. But you can also just stop the video if you find yourself drawn to one figure or the figure that you chose, and just sit with it for a while. If you have clear quartz crystals, I would recommend working with those as well. They can help clear your energy field. So thank you so much. I'm glad you joined me. I think we all needed a little bit of healing and peace. And peace be with you, and I'll be with you soon.